kids! Welcome to another exciting episode of Comics and Cocktails, the only podcast on the internet that enjoys your mother's meatloaf more than you do. On the panel tonight we have Jeremy.
It's me.
And Adam. And me, I'm Ty. We are coming to you live from beautiful, picturesque Bradenton, Florida, located in the heart of the slums at Tytan Comics. Speaking of which, I had some Germans yell at me today because they walked in the store. This is a good story, so this is a good lead into the show, because this shows you what this shop is. These German tourists come in, and they're like, "We are looking for the comics," and I point them in the right direction. I'm like, "You found the spot, sirs." And there was a lady, but I felt like she's German, so she's earned sir.
They're hardcore.
They're fucking. You ever seen what those chicks do with stumps in pornos? Woo.
They're hardcore.
Woo. It's crazy. So they're like, no, the comic shop. And he kept saying Z, which made me even happier and happier that he kept saying Z. So I was like, "You're here." He's like, "Titan Comic." I'm like, "You're here, man. You made it. Congratulations." He's like, no. There's another comic shop on the street. I'm like, "No, this is it. This is it, man." And then he looks around for a minute and he's like, "Titan Comics, are you sure?" And I showed him my hand with the logo that matched the logo, which matched the logo. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure." And then he gave me a weird look, and he turned around and walked out and didn't buy anything. Welcome to Bradenton and Comics and Cocktails, brought to you by the Nerd-O-Rama Network. Okay, so tonight we're drinking
Dr. Manhattans.
Dr. Manhattans, which are
UV Blue and Sprite.
And no sweet vermouth would make it an actual Manhattan.
Is that really do we need it? Are we on Mad Men?
I mean, we can call it whatever we want.
So yeah, that's our drink for tonight. Make it at home. UV vodka and Sprite. Drink along with us.
Unless it's early in the day and you're at work.
Drink it anyways.
Yeah,
You shouldn't be watching this at work anyway. Get back to work.
Get back to work, fuckface.
If you're able to watch this and work, I want your job.
Yeah, fucking A. I know a couple people. I work.
We watch this shit.
Yeah, I work. I watch this at work because
This is where we're at.
Well, yeah, it has to be.
I work in the comic shop.
The comic shop?
The comic. I use the Titan. So picks of the week. Adam, as always, you will kick us off with our first 5. Jeremy will be next with his 5, and I'll of course end mine. So
All right.
Adam.
My number 5 is Titans Rebirth. Number 1.
Ah.
After the badass Titans hunt that was bringing together the post-crisis Titans.
It's a good book.
I'm excited for it.
I snuck a pet. I snuck a peek and read it, and it's really, really good. It's really good.
It's got the real Titans, of Gar and Donna Troy, that guy.
That guy.
Arsenal, I can't think of his name. Roy Harper.
Go ahead. What's your next one?
Number 4 is Han Solo.
That's a big pick for the week.
Yeah,
that's a
the
big
number 1
pick for the week.
I don't know anything about it, but I know it's going to be cool.
It's the further adventures of Han Solo. It's the stories you haven't heard yet. So, thanks Disney. Bingo.
Number 3, based off the Rebirth comic, Green Arrow number 1. Green Arrow is finally Green Arrow again.
Yep. He looks like he should.
Yeah, and he's into Black Canary finally. Not into her, but like.
He's into her.
He's in her.
Yeah.
I'm staying.
She got
focused,
next.
I swear to God.
My number 2 because
Green Persuasion.
it's number 2 because it's no longer Jeff Johns writing it. It's Green Lantern's number 1.
Focusing.
It's Humphreys is writing it, not Jeff Johns.
We're just full of information on tonight's books.
But what I've heard, because it is New Comic Book Day, and we haven't been able to.
Yeah, we haven't been able to peruse. We get them in. We kind of peek every once in a while on some cool stuff. But the Green Lantern run has been.
It's a buddy cop story with Baz and Power Ring Lady.
So if you're a huge fan of Lethal Weapon,
That's right. If you're not too old for this shit,
you would probably enjoy this. And if you don't know what Lethal Weapon is, then
go ask your dad.
Go to bed, Daisy. Daddy's working.
And my number 1, Batman number 1.
Of course. But I have to say that Finch cover is probably one of my favorite Batman covers
It's a
ever.
badass cover.
It's really cool. It's right here. But yeah, I love David Finch's artwork. I think the run he did on Avengers was outstanding. Even though the writing was kind of subpar, but his artwork has always been top notch. Yeah, pick those up. Those are Adam's picks for the week. Jermalerm, we actually gave you picks this week.
I actually decided to pick this week.
You were allowed to have
There
them.
wasn't a whole lot last week, and by the time we did the episode, it had already been out. So.
I was terrified you weren't going to come back. Like, you were going to do like 2 shows and just be like, this is stupid.
I'm here for the long haul.
This is dumb. You guys are wasting your fucking time. I'm a busy man.
You always cut out all my topics.
Oh, yeah.
I make the gag reel a lot.
Yeah, you do.
My number 5 is actually my number 4, because I only picked 4. The Tank Girl. There wasn't a whole lot that interested me, so...
Ain't a lot left.
Tank Girl, issue 2, from Titan Comics, actually. Not us, but the other,
which always
publisher.
Which always weirds me out, because
Publisher.
I get emails from Titan Comics, and they're like, oh, you should buy this. I'm like, fuck you, that's me. But then I realize there's an actual...
You, I am you!
I am me! What are you talking about?
Titan is slowly becoming the new IDW, too.
Oh, yeah. Their Doctor Who stuff has been really, really good.
Yeah.
I don't keep a lot of it in the shop.
Their Independence Day is really good.
Are you excited for Independence Day 2? No.
It's just going to be fun.
Alright.
I'm
Fun,
excited that
mindless
Will
movie.
Smith's not in it.
Don't you dare talk about the Fresh Prince
Anyway.
like that.
My number 4 is my number 3, and that is Deadpool number 14.
A lot of
Civil
numbers.
War 2. A lot of numbers in this one.
My number 4 is number 3. Deadpool 14.
Deadpool 14.
The new
Civil War
Deadpool, the new Deadpool run has been astoundingly good. It's been really funny.
Ever since
writing now?
Dugan.
Ever since Original Sin, when he had his little existential crisis.
It's been good.
Yeah.
It's been. I'm glad they're taking Deadpool away from the movies, and they're like, yeah, no. Read this. It's way funnier.
I still
Way
read him.
funnier.
I still read him in Nolan North's voice anyway. So he is Deadpool. You know.
Wait a minute, Nolan North. That's who. Isn't that the guy? Who is that?
Nolan North.
Who's that?
He's a video game voice guy. He did Drake.
Oh, Nathaniel Drake?
Yeah.
I love Uncharted. We can talk about video games. We established that today. Can't talk about TV or movies, but we can talk about video games.
And if you want to see a really cool video of Nolan North, I did an interview with him last year at MetroCon, 2 days ago, a year.
Link will be here
That's right.
to that video for approximately 5 seconds.
That's right, we were fanboyed out.
Approximately.
My number 3 is my number 2, and that is Civil War 2. The second
2.
issue. Number 2. Civil War 2, number 2 for my number 2.
Civil War so far has been good. It's been good. It's been
I
fun.
enjoyed issue 1.
I'm glad it's not just a rehash of Civil War.
They
like we
kind of had
all assumed it was going to be.
right. They had to take it on that galactic end, which I get, and I'm digging it a lot.
My favorite part of the Marvel Universe is Galactic.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
So yeah, I got excited on that one. I figured I'd put it as number 2 because it's the second one in Civil War 2, and I thought it'd be fun.
Gotcha.
And my number 2, which is my number 1, is X-Men 1, Civil War 2. X-Men will probably be my number 1 pick pretty much always.
You love X-Men. Speaking of X-Men, we had an X-Men 1 walk in the shop today and promptly walked right the fuck right out. Made my heart sad. I doubt it. I can almost guarantee you if an X-Men 1 walks through this door, I can have it gone within 24 hours. And that's a Titan guarantee.
We'll take pictures of us holding it and drooling near it.
Yeah, and we'll put that picture right here. Right there. That's where that picture goes.
And I'll Photoshop myself
A
next to
picture
it.
of
that'd be
Ty
amazing.
punching me because I'm trying to grab at it.
Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be great. It was really pretty. It was in decent condition. And I fucking focus.
We're
My
talking
picks
about
for the week.
comics.
My pick for the week. Swamp Thing number 6, which you can't go wrong with, especially with Lin Wan. We have discussed this multiple times on the show. It's a consistently good story that you can. If you want something, if you're a Swamp Thing fan, especially from the Alan Moore run or the Lin Wan run, you'll love it. Pick it up.
Is an easy way to say how good it is? It's not a Rebirth comic.
That's
Doesn't need to
They
be.
didn't have to
but
remake
exactly. They don't read the Rebirth Swamp Thing because he's
that
just
new
fucking
52
Swamp Thing.
bullshit.
Justice League 51. This is the notorious Justice League 51, where supposedly we find out the Joker's true identity. Maybe, possibly, who knows.
Does anyone care anymore?
Not really. There's been a lot of speculation and whatnot, and it's my pick just from that standpoint alone. The Justice League title has been kind of lackluster. but I kind of want to see where they go with it. So, from an investor standpoint, it might be worth something. So check it
The
out.
Joker's real name's Dave.
I have not liked Justice League ever since the end of Forever Evil.
That's the thing too, and it's Dan Abnett too, which
Yeah.
I think he's a really good writer. I just think
Everything now.
yeah, I think he's stuck on Justice League, and I think he needs to get over that hump. Number 3 on my list will be The Dark Knight Returns: The Last Crusade. This is the prequel to The Dark Knight Returns, the last one.
It is a prequel story to Dark Knight Returns.
The
Yeah.
There you go.
DK3 stuff? Or?
Yeah. Very cool.
The Joker's in it, so it is a prequel.
Yep. Very, very cool. Frank Miller, Brian Azzarello, John Romita Jr. This is a pickup just from a fanboy status alone. Whether or not the story sucks or if it's going to be good, you pick it up just because you're a completist and you're an asshole and you have to have it all.
Like us.
It's a thick one,
every
too.
day, and it's a thick one. It's the dirty thick one. So thick. Number 2 on my list, Scooby-Doo Apocalypse, which has been number 1, blew me away. I already read number 2, and it's just as good. It's one of those ones, it's a slow build, but it is very, very cool. And if you're a fan of old school Hanna-Barbera, you cannot go wrong with Scooby-Doo
Same.
Apocalypse.
The Hanna-Barbera
Artist
books
from
are
first issue?
so good.
Wacky
They-
Racers.
Yes.
I wish I would have picked that one last week because that was a really, really good book. What were you saying?
Same artist from last issue.
Oh, yeah. You got
You got Keith Giffen writing it.
Keith Giffen, if you don't know who he is, wrote one of the best runs on the Justice League ever.
Which we discussed last
Yep, we did discuss it. So, pick it up.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. And my Dark Horse pick of the week,
which is not Dark Horse.
which is not Dark Horse, but this is going to be the one that kind of throws the wrench in everything. Vote Loki number 1. This comic, mind you, came from a meme.
Mm-hmm.
It was a meme that was like, don't elect Trump, vote Loki. So Marvel was like, that's a pretty fucking funny idea. Let's put a book out.
And they started putting hashtags in the bottom of the pages.
Vote Loki.
Vote Loki.
So yeah, pick it up. I've already skimmed through it and it's pretty funny. So yeah, that's our picks for the week. All 15 titles, or excuse me, 14. We did pick
Yeah,
5.
sorry. Here, I'll just grab one from over here.
That's from last
Yeah,
week.
whatever.
Just grab one of these.
Whatever. All right, he picks
Ewoks.
Ewoks
Ewoks
1.
one.
Ewoks 1.
Merry Christmas, X-Men.
But yeah, very, very strong week in comics. If you want to see the rest of the list, go to TitanComics.com. Click on the new release button. You can see everything that's coming out and that'll be available. If you want a full list of what's coming out this week, always go to comiclist.org. Now I have a question, since we've talked about our picks for the week. What is the worst comic you've ever read? Adam, we're going to start with you.
Man.
And this is all time. This is the worst piece of dog shit that you are so mad that you wish DC would still give you your money back, because I know it's a DC book, because DC put out some crap.
All right.
But Marvel did too, so I can't really...
Aside from Yost's Deadpool run, Connor and Palmiotti's Starfire. Starfire was terrible.
Ooh. I've had that book returned so many times in this place, and we've been open for less than a year. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Oh, I can't even discuss how I want my time back from reading those.
Yeah, it's not one that would be on the old Christmas list. Worst comic I ever read is gonna be Infinity Gauntlet. I think from a standpoint of a writing aspect, it's dog shit. The entire Infinity Gauntlet ends with Thanos being a farmer. A fucking farmer! Like, tilling the earth! Trust me, I have Thanos tattooed on my freaking side. I love that guy.
You have a DC Thanos.
I know.
Thanos is the greatest.
I love Thanos, but I think there's better Thanos stories. There are better Thanos stories, like the Thanos Copter. Which, if you're a comic scholar, that's actually a thing, and it's continuity.
Yep.
There's a fucking Thanos Copter, and the only reason you know it's a Thanos Copter because it says on the side, Thanos Copter. Thank
'Cause
you,
we wouldn't have
jackass
got it
Marvel from fucking the 70s. Like, really?
It's right up there at the Arrow Cave.
No, man, I honestly believe Infinity Gauntlet was an amazing story. It was just a dreadful fucking ending. It was a dreadful ending that ruined that entire series for me.
I have to disagree, only because it's what got me into reading Marvel Comics.
It's one of the first books I ever read, and it almost made me never want to read again. I'm like, if all books end this way with this terrible fucking ending, I don't know if I could pick up a book.
But the story afterwards kind of connected it, made it okay.
Yeah, the story afterwards is fine. The Infinity Crusade and all that.
Infinity War.
I thought those were fine. All right, so yeah, Infinity Gauntlet would definitely be, and fucking send your hate emails to titancomics@gmail.com, Tytan comics@gmail.com. I'll be more than happy to answer every single one of them, and then you can express your opinion, and I'll tell you how you're wrong, because
You just opened yourself up for a lot of
I'm a right person.
All 40 viewers.
Oh yeah, all 40 of you. We see you out there, Jim. Because Jeremy, what was your worst comic ever?
I don't know, man.
You don't
I can't
really
even begin.
All right.
I don't like
anything Apocalypse War in this current run is awful.
I never.
yeah.
Every time I've picked up a Wonder Woman book, I couldn't get through it.
It's hard.
I agree, and
But I thought that was just a no-brainer there for everybody, right?
I agree, and I have to say that Rebirth Wonder Woman was fan-fucking-tastic.
Was it? I'll try to read it. I'll try to read it.
Probably the best Wonder Woman story I've ever read.
Oh, out of all the Rebirth, that was the only one we still had copies of after fucking
They
Wednesday.
sent us a lot.
Imagine that. Guess what?
Diamond sent us some extras, which, thank you. All right, since we're on the topic of shit, what was last week's disappointments? What did you dig? What didn't you dig? What did you pick last week that you wish you wouldn't have? Adam?
The only thing I didn't like was Daredevil. It's not hitting right. It's good.
It's Daredevil in San Francisco still, right? Or is
No,
he
he's back in New York. He's assistant DA now. He's not trusted anymore.
If you want to see a good Daredevil story, go watch the TV show.
And read the Mark Waid run.
Or the Frank Miller run.
Mm-hmm.
The Frank Miller run.
Or the Kevin Smith run.
Gospel. The Kevin Smith run is beautiful. Brutal.
Brutal Nature.
Yeah. We specifically ordered it for this kid.
Never even heard of that.
Yeah, it's when he
book.
explained it to me, he's like, "Oh, it's this like tribal guy, and he finds these wooden masks, and like they like make him into these animals." It sounded rad, and the artwork is phenomenal artwork. But the storyline is just super slow and boring.
It's
and
a pretty
I
book.
Couldn't get into it, but it was a beautiful book. The artwork is awesome.
All right, if you're not reading Bebop and Rocksteady to Destroy Everything, it's 5 weeks. You have 5 weeks and 5 issues. They come out every week. It's
good.
really,
It's good.
really good. It's up there with one. They're kind of. It's a. I keep saying I sound like, oh, dude, I'm dubstep for days.
Or your Ruby Rod.
Alright, let's put it this way. Bebop and Rocksteady end up going back to the year 2000 where they meet themselves before they mutated, and then there's a couple frames where they're playing in like a punk rock band together.
It's
good.
good.
One thing
Real
about
funny.
IDW's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is it is a fanboy's dream book.
It's the closest thing you're gonna get to the original TV show, without being the original TV show.
Yeah, it's good. Anyway, we're talking about disappointing.
My disappointment from this week or last week, this week. I already have disappointments for this week.
I
Was
already hate all my picks.
it wasn't necessarily a pick, but I picked up Gang of Harley's number 2.
I'm done with that.
The Harley stuff, I'm over it.
Especially Gang of Harleys.
Gang of Harley started out okay with issue 1. By issue 2, it's leavable. But the people that will pick it up are the hardcore Harley fans. If you're a hardcore Harley fan, you'll probably really like it. I just was not a huge fan.
I even still like Little Black Book when it comes out.
Little Black Book is very good.
Mm-hmm.
Harley's a good solo character in small amounts, very small amounts. I mean, if you break it down, she's Robin. She is a bad guy Robin. And Robin books kind of do well, but don't really hit the mark unless they're Batman and Robin books.
Or Nightwing.
Or Nightwing, which Nightwing is one of my favorite characters ever. Which brings us to our next topic, Harley Quinn. Overrated or solid DC character? Could the DC universe survive without a Harley Quinn?
Yes, they can.
Okay.
But
motherfucker's got a butt.
she was overrated for a while, and when they started doing the first run of Suicide Squad before New Suicide Squad, she was good. She was Harley.
She's
But now she's oversaturated. I'll put it that way.
Harley Quinn is very much overrated. I think she's probably the most overrated comic book character ever, above Deadpool. Ooh,
That's fine. They're about this. She is DC's Deadpool.
I think
Because
In a sense.
yeah.
I see it.
Because
They're both crazy.
Deathstroke's actually a serious character and worth reading.
Yeah, we said about Deadpool. Deadpool is a very overrated character. Not saying we didn't praise his number 14 issue.
No.
Not less than 5 minutes ago.
We like it. It's just
I brought it up.
I like Harlequin.
All right.
I like Harley Quinn. Okay, moving on.
I mean, is she overrated? I think people freak the fuck out over her a lot, and she's probably the number one goddamn cosplay attempt to,
Oh yeah.
or Halloween costume I've seen.
If you
lately.
broke it down to
So,
cosplay,
yeah, overrated.
you will definitely see way more Deadpools and Harley Quinns than you will see anything else.
Because they're easy to put together, and people are like, "Look, they're cool." Woo.
Deadpool's not really that easy to put together. That's a fucking bitch.
No, Harley.
Harley. Yeah, you can be. I got pigtails on. Look at me. I got a mask on. The end. I'm Harley.
Deadpool nowadays is like, oh look, I'm wearing something else and a mask.
That's true. I saw a guy at one con. He had a chicken suit on with a Deadpool mask, and I was like, I like you. I want to hang out with you, and you can come to my house anytime you feel like it. That's what I wanted to tell him. I didn't. I just looked at him and blew kissy faces. So I was like, all right. From that standpoint, what do you think is your most underrated comic ever? If you want to send in your most underrated comics to
Underrated or overrated?
underrated.
Okay.
Underrated comics. Comics that you don't think get the love they deserve.
Can Deadpool be both overrated and underrated?
Probably.
No!
Depending on the writer.
Right.
Mine is going to be the Geffen run of Booster Gold. I love that run. If you've never read it, it's amazing. He's traveling through time with Rip Hunter, and it's basically everything that you're seeing now in Legends of Tomorrow, but Booster's just not there yet. But yeah, it's great. He goes back, tries to stop the Killing Joke from happening, and Barbara Gordon, blah, blah, blah. I'm drunk. Next.
I don't know if this is definitely not most underrated of all time, but I don't know where the series is going to go yet, so I don't really know if it's underrated or just meh.
Really building it up.
Yeah, I know, right?
I was about to
Crushing
say
it right now.
Jeremy,
That
this is
new-
Jeremy trying to get to the point of like, what am I going to
Shut it
say?
up and let me get there.
What am I going to say? Go
That
ahead.
new
What X-Men book
that
are we talking about?
No, that new Gwenpool shit. I don't think people have gotten it because they're like, was this just Spider Gwen wearing a different suit?
Gwenpool is.
Because rednecks are into comic books.
What is this? Gwenpool!
I don't like girls. I liked it so far. It's been pretty cool.
You know what I've
I'm
found?
waiting to see where it goes, but I'd say it's pretty underrated.
Speaking of redneck nerds, I found that a lot of redneck nerds play D&D.
Weird.
Isn't that crazy?
It's a weird.
I've heard guys that say they would not read a comic book and then tell me.
I know regular nerds that don't play D&D.
You're right, but they will go in depth about their goddamn character sheet for hours on end about how this elf that they built when they were 14 years old is now. Yeah, you get it. And Adam, what is your most underrated book?
Shit. Oh, wow.
Shit, you had an hour. We cut. Like you couldn't think of it in an hour? No, just fucking around. We didn't cut for an hour. We cut for like 30 seconds.
A lot of the stuff I consider underrated is all the stuff that got canceled.
Right?
Like New 52 Amethyst. That was an awesome book.
Really?
I thought so. Yeah.
See, Peanut Gallery.
One person.
The Stephanie Brown Batgirl run was fantastic.
I can see that. I can see that. You're not talking about the Batwoman run.
No, Batgirl before Flashpoint happened.
Gotcha.
Stephanie Brown, who was spoiler.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I can see that one. I mean, it's all three very valid choices,
And the first 10 issues of Masters of the Universe, the DC, because it was Keith Giffen, and he writes fantastic dialogue.
This show should actually be entitled Watch Comics and Cocktails Stick Keith Giffen's cock in its mouth and suck ever so gently on his talented taint.
Alright, since
YouTube.
Since we're going off on a tangent,
Yeah.
video games. E3 is this week, and two relevant comic book things have been mentioned in E3. Well, three actually.
Yes.
One, Injustice 2.
Which looks good.
If you're a fan of Injustice, and if you're not, I don't want to know you. But if you're a fan of Injustice, number 2 looks just as good.
Are you a fan of the Injustice comic, or are you?
I've never read it.
Yeah.
I don't read like tie-in comics. Like I don't read like the Flash season.
I've
0.
heard it's good. I ordered it for one customer for about a month, and then he bailed out. So I was like, I'm not gonna keep
They're
carrying
on like
this.
year 5 now or something like that.
It's a rarity when I get someone that comes in for Ask for Injustice. So.
But Injustice 2, I mean, you got new characters. You got Supergirl coming in. You got Grodd, Atrocitus, Black Manta.
They're bringing back all the other ones. They're bringing back like Grundy and stuff too, right?
I don't know. They've only shown Superman, Batman, Supergirl, Flash, Grodd, Atrocitus, and Black Manta and Aquaman. That's all they've shown so far, but it's only a teaser. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Also,
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is coming
Which
by
looks
Insomniac Games.
Looks so good.
And this stupid VR Arkham. I don't like VR. I think that's just a gimmick, and I hope it dies.
Oh, you
soon.
mean kind of like PlayStation Move?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, PlayStation Move. Ooh, if you paid money for that. Ooh, what a dummy. You wasted a whole lot of money on some PlayStation Move. It's like the people who bought first gen Wii is like, you're regretting that now.
Guess you really like playing virtual bowling.
Speaking of which, we went up to, and a shout out to our friends at Player One. We went to Player One in Orlando. And this motherfucker was like, I'm like, hey, do you want to play some Mario Kart? And he's like, no,
fuck Mario Kart.
I fucking hate Mario Kart. And I look at him like, what devil is inside you that makes you fucking hate Mario Kart? Because that game is a fucking dream.
He was raped by a blue shell.
Something happened to this poor child, so I'm like, all right, well, and we spend like 15 minutes just trying to get the Wii U to work, which is annoying as fuck.
No fault of our own. It was because the big controller with the screen on it was not in our presence.
Yeah, so...
And then she's like, oh, you need this, otherwise sometimes it doesn't fucking work. And you're like, oh, shit.
Oh, thanks. You saw us struggling for 20 minutes for it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
They're sitting back there, watch these guys.
We appreciate you guys at Player One. Nothing...
Yeah, we love you to
guys,
death. It was a rough weekend. Let's put it that way. It was a rough weekend for Orlando.
Yes.
So yeah, we needed to get away for a hot minute and drink with our homies. Whatever. Yeah.
So anyway, we get it working.
We get it working. We start playing Mario Kart, and this fucking dopey son of a bitch is having the time of his life. He fucking finishes one race, and I'm like,
because I beat all of you. That's why I had a good time.
no, he's sitting there, and I'm like, oh man, you done? You ready to go play something else? And he goes, no, let's race again. You should be reading Howard the Duck. You should be reading anything by Chip Zdarsky, honestly. If you don't know who Chip Zdarsky is, go pick up a fucking paper and read Sex Criminals. It's really, really fucking good. It's definitely not for children, but Sex Criminals is amazing.
It's the best fraction book ever.
Clearly not for children. I can give you one panel of Sex Criminals that will make you want to go out and pick it up right now. There is a point of view shot of a penis. That's it. That's all you need. There's a point of view shot.
Go out and buy it.
Of a penis. Like, you get to see what a penis sees.
There was a variant cover where you could fold it into a penis.
If you're not reading it, this is what I'm saying. It's kind of like, I'm telling you this is delicious. Why won't you eat the tiramisu? Why won't you eat the tiramisu? And on that note, we're going to bust the fuck out tonight. It's been fun.
This episode is the new 52. Next week, I promise you, will be Rebirth.
Rebirth.
And when it's terrible next week, it'll be Afterbirth.
Oh, it's gonna be dreadful. These shows get worse and worse, but we love that you guys watch them and think they're funny.
From all of us here at Comics and Cocktails, you can go ahead and check us out.
Network.
And the Nerd-O-Rama Network. You can check us out on Facebook.com/Comics and Cocktails Show.
You got it right.
Where else?
Nerd-O-Rama-Network.tv.
And you can visit us here at the comic shop at TitanComics.com. Till next time, I am Jeremy.
I'm Ty.
Yep.
And that's Adam.
I ruined your portfolio.
Don't mess with me, man. I know karate. I really mean it, man. I'll kick you in your body, cause I know ninjas like a punches and kicks. Nunchucks and ninjas and punches and kicks. Don't mess with me, man. I know karate. I really mean it, man. I'll kick you in your body, cause I know ninjas like a punches and kicks. Nunchucks and ninjas and punches and kicks. Nunchucks and ninjas and punches and kicks.